Hey everyone, hope you're doing all awesome today. So this is a live stream. I'm gonna post this video on my YouTube channel as well. So if you have missed some part of this live stream, don't need to worry, cause I'm gonna post this video on my YouTube channel, so you can go there and watch it. I'm gonna post it on SEO Republic. If you're into SEO, you should join this group. The link is right here, and you can also join. You can also like my page, that is Sajjadanik, and I will post most of the updates that I do on there. So yeah, that's about it. And so today's topic is something that some like people I know or who have just started their business, their career, and this is a problem that most people faces these days, mostly entrepreneurs who just started their business, or like if you are a freelancer, you will also find this video really helpful. So stick to it and watch the whole live stream, because it's gonna help you a lot. So today's topic that I want to talk about is how to stay focused and get things done. What happens is that when you start working, what most people does is that when they try to have this sort of book, list one, and then they write all the things that they need to do, and then they just go through the list. So this is something that I have found to be really what should I say, a really a strategy that wastes a lot of time. So if you ask me, I won't suggest you to do that sort of stuff. So there's a better way, and I'll show you. So these are some of the tricks that I have learned from Grant Cardone, and Gregory Ortiz also suggested this sort of stuff, because that helps you a lot, helps you to get things done. For example, if you are SEO or if you are a web designer, what happens is that if you just take a paper like this and you just list everything, what happens is that, like, when we're doing SEO or when we're doing web design, we get distracted really easily. So what happens is that, for example, you are doing the design work and then you move to something else, or like you are doing backlinks or something else comes up to your mind, and then you go for something else. So this sort of stuff is a really normal thing or a general thing that I think you should avoid. So there are two strategies that I think, if you want to get a lot of things done, or if you want to make sure that you get your things done, that then there are two strategies that I'm gonna talk to you about. So the first one is, always have your plan in an like you should always plan in advance. We By that I mean that, like, if you have some work that you need to get done tomorrow, you should not get that plan written, like, after you wake up tomorrow morning. What you need to do is that you need to make a plan like this, get a paper like this, have a serial, and then, like, write everything that you need to done by tomorrow, that you need to get done tomorrow. So what will happen is that you will know how much time you will need. And second point would be that you know when to start and when to end, because, like, what most people does is that they just go to their office or go to the place where they work, and then they make a list and they start working, which is really really bad. Cause, like, what happens is that when you list something and, like, you go to sleep, what happens is that when you wake up, you know that you need to get this amount of things done. That helps you to stay motivated, and that also helps you to plan in advance. Cause, like, I have found that when you don't do planning in advance, what happens is that, for example, you wake up tomorrow morning and say your friend calls you and they say, like, they have made a plan. What you do is that you like, most of the time, what I used to do is that I used to skip that plan, and that had really bad impact on my work. So yeah, you should not do that at all. Most of the what you need to do is that, if you have some work that you need to get done tomorrow, then you should write it right away, and then you should mm, then you should get it done so that you can get it done tomorrow. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, damn mobile. So yeah, that's the thing. Sorry about that. And so the next thing that you need to do, the next planning thing is that you need to make a list out of it. That's something called what have worked for me is that when I do a list or I make a list about things I need to get done, I list it not as 1 2 3 4 5. I list it as A B C D E. Cause like when you do things like 1 2 3 4 5, I don't know, it's something that I believe to be really effective. If you want, you can do something else. Like you can go for some other strategy. So what I do is that I make a list like A B C D E, and like I do as a 30-minute work, 5-minute break, 30-minute work, 5-minute break. What happens is that when you go for a strategy like this, what happens is that like you have a burst of energy that helps you to get things done faster. Because like if you have a timer, that's great. If you don't have a timer, then just use your clock. Because like what you need to do is that you need to work for 30 minutes, and then you need to rest, then you need to get rest for 5 minutes. I'm not saying that you within that 5 minutes you need to go and check your messenger and get busy with some other stuff. That's not something that I would recommend. What I do generally is that I work for 30 minutes, I take 5 minutes of break, then I work for 30 minutes, and I do like sorry I get 5 minutes of break, and I take a long break after like 2 hours. So like if you follow that strategy, that would help you a lot to get your work done in time. And like when you see like if you follow that strategy, you will get a lot of things done. And that this strategy has helped me a lot, so like I think it would help you too. So do let me know. So these are some short term strategies that like day to day strategies that I wanted to talk to you, I wanted to tell you guys about. So yeah, the first one is always plan your things in advance. If you need to get something done on a day, plan it the day before. It helps you to stay on track. That's one thing. And second thing is make a list, and like take a like choose a time interval. For example, if you think you can stay focused for 1 hour, or you can work for on 1 hour, then you can take 10 minutes of break, then it's okay. But do stay on schedule. Like don't like work 1 hour then take 5 minutes break and the next time work for 30 minutes. That's not gonna work. So like if you're working for 1 hour intervals, then always do for 1 hour intervals. And like for example, like if you're working for 30 minutes and on 29th minute you have something else in mind, or if you have an urge to get more things done, don't start working. Because like 30 minutes, if you need a break from 30 from 30 31st minute, then you need to go for that break, because that helps your mind to reprogram itself. So I do coding sometimes, so sometimes this sort of stuff works for me. And I believe in systems, because like when you have a system and when you follow a pattern, then your mind actually gets used to it, and that's really good. Because like most people, like if you work as you wish, that's not gonna produce a very good result for you. So what you need to do is that you need to program your mind that you're gonna work for 1 hour, then or 30 minutes, and you're gonna take 5 minutes of break. And if you do it like that, it's gonna help you a lot. And so if you have watched the whole video, so this is an extra information or extra advice or suggestion or tips that I want to tell you about as a bonus. So like don't just think that like yeah, it has been said, like if you want to get habituated with a new habit, or if you want to adopt a new habit, you need to do it for 67 days, because that's something that Tai Lopez says. Tai Lopez advises, like you need to, if you want to have something within your habit, or if you want to adopt a new habit, you need to do that same thing for next 67 days or like next 30 days, because that helps your brain to adopt that, get used to that habit, and and adopt that practice as one of your habits. So like if you think that you are gonna do gym tomorrow, or if you think that you're gonna start exercising tomorrow, don't, like what most people does is that when they decide that they're gonna do exercise, what they do is that on the first day they work out for like 2 hours, and from the next day they just don't care to like jog. So what happens is that they get burned out. So don't do that sort of stuff. Do start small, for like don't don't have a, like I did this type of planning a lot of times and I failed miserably. That's something that like I the main reason for my channel and main reason for these live streams is so that I can discuss, or I can tell you guys the things that didn't work for me, so that you can get some value out of it and you can make good decision of your life. So yeah, if you think that you want to start exercising, don't just do it, don't just overdo it on your first day. What you need to do, if you think that you need to do, you should start exercising, or you need to get your body fit, what you need to do is that on the first day, don't go for 3 hours. Like if you think that 15 hours is enough, sorry, 15 minutes is enough, then exercise for 15 minutes, and make sure that you do the same thing on the next day. Cause I have seen a lot of people who are like who gets like really excited, and they overdo stuff on their first day, and on their next day they can just they lose their interest. So there's something. So there is something, sorry about that, there is something that Tai Lopez said to me, like, Anik, what you need to do is that what most people does is that most people are patiently impatient, but you need to be impatiently patient, right? So what that mean is that when you have when you like when you want to start something, you should start it right away. As And after you have started something, don't lose your patience and just carry on with it. Like you should continue that. What most people does is that they take a lot of time just to take the first step. So what happens is that when they finally start that thing, or when they finally start that routine, after a while they lose interest. Like there are so many people out there who have paid a lot of money, monthly fees or yearly fees, or any fees related to a gym package, and like they go for 3 or 4 days, and after that they just lose interest. So don't be like that. When you start something, when you want to start something, you think that like if you want to if you want to learn how to play guitar, don't wait for 2018, or don't wait for that time to come so that you can start. Don't wait, or don't waste too much time. What you need to do is that if you think that you need to learn guitar, or if you want to learn web design or SEO or graphic design or something, and you think that it is really important to you, start from tomorrow, right? Because that's gonna help you a lot. So start from tomorrow, and once you start, don't give it up until you are good in until you have harnessed the skill, because that's really important. That type of routine will help you to uh, to be better and to gain a skill. So that's the thing I wanted to talk to you about. So if we recap, first thing, plan in advance. Second thing, make a list and work following an interval. And if you follow these two short term strategies, then you'd be okay. And if you want to get the most out of it, the bonus one that I've talked about is don't like exaggerate things, and don't do something that will overwhelm you. Target for set your target or set your goal for 3 days. Then when you accomplish that goal, then extend it for 7 days, then extend it for 30 days. So Tai Lopez said, like, if you want to adopt something, you need to do the same thing again every day for 67 days, because that actually helps. Like, that's how our mind works. So, like, if you want to do something good, do it for 67 days and it will become your habit. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. That's all I have for this video. I'll post this video on YouTube and on my Facebook page as well. So if you are interested about learning things like about SEO, you can join the group. That's SEO Republic. And yeah, this is my Instagram account and this is my Snapchat account. Follow me there. I don't actually post most like business related stuff on Facebook. So if you want to know more about what I do and how I can help your business, this is so this is my Instagram account and this is my Snapchat account. Follow me there. It's really cool. It's one of the best accounts. Yeah, truly is. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on my next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.